Yeah. So check it out. A DSLR camera, if it was supported and compatible, you would import it the same way. So I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna click the eyeball on this, make it go away, and so you guys can see the screen. You would click the plus sign to get the DSLR camera. You would go to video capture device. You would hit add source, and then you click add a new source because you never connected it. You name it DSLR whatever, and then you hit add source, and then it would bring you to this screen, and the device would be here. It's supported. All you did was plugged it into the USB straight from the camera, and boom, it's there. But for those of us who don't got pockets, we get what we can get, and then we figure the rest out later. So I'm gonna hit cancel here, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do. Basically, what you want to do is go to the internet and download a program that basically acts as the third party intermediary. What it's gonna do is it's going to pull the input from your camera. It's gonna pull the image and it's gonna open it in a window, and that's what the program does. And OBS Streamlabs will then be able to monitor the screen that's created when it is actually capturing the video from your DSLR camera. So I hope that made sense. And some people are more visual learners. So for the visual learners, we're gonna do the visuals. So basically go to the internet, and this is something I'm cutting out a video to kind of make it shorter, but I'm going to assume that you guys all know how to download and install a program. And QDSLR dashboard is the name of the program, and it's free. Oh my God, it's free. That's what I love. I love free. Free. Let me get it. So it's dope. So I downloaded it, and when you click it, it opens. So I'm gonna click it and open it. It's already open. So I'm gonna bring OBS down real quick. I'm gonna bring in so this is QDSLR dashboard. This is what it looks like. It's real plain. It's got some other stuff once you get your camera open and going. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and it's not very much that you're gonna want to do in here, because it doesn't really allow you to do much. It's monitoring the input from the camera. Most of the powerful controls are going to be in your camera. So what you want to do is put some custom settings on it, or just put it on auto. Auto's pretty much good for anything. So I'm going to turn my camera on, and my camera's connected via that USB I showed you in the back. All right. And instantly my camera is pulling into QDSLR dashboard. So I'm gonna just go here and change a few things. I like to clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna enlarge the screen a little bit. Let's bring it up. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the on-screen display off. That's OSD. I'm gonna turn this grid off. That took the grid off, and I'm going to flip it both. And that way it looks like it's supposed to look, because mine is upside down. So one thing I want to mention, well, let me show you guys this. So I'm gonna get rid of all of those things. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna move this off screen. Oh, if y'all are wondering, I do live drawing, and that's my latest. So I won't spend too much time on that. Oh, another thing. I wanted to just kind of demonstrate, this is a live feed. So sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna pull OBS back up. So now what you want to do, that you have your QDSLR streaming, so to speak, is monitoring the output from the camera. It's pulling the images that lens is seeing, and it's displaying it on your screen. So you want to add QDSLR as a source in OBS. And to do that, you want to go to plus. And now, usually you would click this guy here, the video capture device. But since we have to use this workaround, we're actually going to monitor the window that was created when QDSLR dashboard opened. So you go to window capture, and you hit add a source. All right. And it already is showing us the Nikon cam feed because I've used it before. I've done this before. So you guys won't see that. So we're just gonna act like I didn't see it. I'm gonna hit add a new source instead, and then I'm gonna name it Nikon, and I'm gonna hit add a source. And then in this window option, I'm gonna select the very last one, for some reason put it at the bottom, QDSLR dashboard, and voila, it has pulled it in. I'm not gonna select any of these extras. I'm gonna hit done. All right, so now this is in our project. It's live and it's very clear. I've already focused the camera, so it's very clear, and that's what we want. So you can click this like so, and like I said earlier, hold down the Alt key and just get rid of those extra little options and stuff that you see on the side. All you want is the video. And you guys see it has a timer counting down. I could get into explaining why, but know that it's about money, and they didn't want camcorders to be used for movies, and then the taxes on the imports, and it's crazy. You can look it up. But basically they had to limit the camera lengths to 30-minute segments, or 20 or 10, depending on the resolution of the video you're shooting in. And it was to get around some taxes and basically classify these camcorders as cameras, although you can shoot a movie and people have shot movies on them. So that's just a little an aside. So I'm holding down the Alt key and I'm dragging down the extras. I want to get that out of there too. And now I can release the Alt key and stretch it and kind of put it where I want to. So if you want to check out these live drawings, they're also on FreeflyMedia on the same channel. Subscribe. So we don't need the Nikon right now. So I'm gonna just get it out of there. But that's how you import your guy. Okay, so one last thing I want to mention, and this is important because I had to learn the hard way while streaming. So we're gonna pull OBS Streamlabs down just a little bit, and then two things I want to mention actually. So I'm gonna bring QDSLR dashboard from the other screen that you guys saw earlier. So for some reason, I have to mention this, for some reason, QDSLR dashboard likes to freeze when the current video is no longer selected. So maybe I can demo that. So right now it's live because QDSLR dashboard is on top. But if I click OBS Streamlabs, and get in here and start working or whatever, sometimes for some reason it'll freeze. And I don't know why it's not freezing now, of course, because I'm doing this, right? But it'll freeze. And I learned that to stop it from freezing, I can put it on a separate screen where it never gets deselected, because on that screen it's the primary window that's open and it doesn't ever freeze. And so that works for me. If you have a second screen, throw your QDSLR over there. It'll save you some headache in the long run, because it does like to freeze on you. So that's that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you guys is also about QDSLR. I'm gonna bring it back from this screen here. So let's say you're working on something and you got it showing on your screen on QDSLR. And then let's say you change the size of the QDSLR screen itself. This guy. Let's say, I'm gonna put it up here so you can see it happen, but let's say you drag down the corner to here. Well, on Streamlabs, it just now reduced the size. And so you got some stuff to figure out now. Your cropping is still the same, which is great, but you kind of got to redo some stuff. You got to resize it. So I guess the takeaway is get this guy at the size you want it to be. It can be however big or small, I guess. Put it on its own screen. I just dragged it off to the other screen. And then never touch it as far as resizing it. Now you can move it around the other screen, and it won't change anything on OBS. But if you resize it, then it definitely will. So that's the Nikon. We're gonna get it out there. We don't really need it. We're gonna right click. We're gonna go to remove, confirm. Oh my God, you out of there. And that's how you do that. So we went over how to connect video, how to connect an unsupported DSLR, how to fix broken video when it gets broken. And in my case, the video was working and then stopped working. So we went over how to do that. Also, the displays are a big one, but I would have unplugged all of that stuff, you know, because I've had that kind of issue in the past, and unplugging things helps, especially with audio interfaces. So that's why I even thought about it in the first place. So we went over that, and then we went over the 6 problems that you might run into, you know, when trying to fix your video, and the 6 fixes or whatnot. So I hope you guys learn how to defeat OBS, as I'm trying to learn how to defeat OBS and start making better videos than the people who make better videos. It's your boy DC. Please subscribe, and remember, man, together we can do anything.